Hey, it's John, it's here. It's here? He's here in his Super Coupe, it's like his 727 airplane, but it's a motorhome. I had a 37-foot motorhome that I had a plane on the side of it. It was an F-14 Tomcat. Oh yeah, I have Lion on the side too, and it was a big lion. I put it on the side of the motorhome, and I'd say, now, am I a lion, or is that a lion? Because I'm not lion, but I'm a lion, but I'm not a liar. I had a little fun with them. And then they shot my lion right in the chest with a BB gun. Just a fucking BB gun? Is that all you got? Oh, Ernie showed me his AR-15. He says, John, would you like to hold it? And I said, no. I knew there was no bullets in it, of course. May I touch it? Well, yeah, I guess so. It's so powerful, your guns, and you do not scare me. I do not. Here, everybody, you can keep your guns. I wouldn't want to take your gun rights away from you, just like I wouldn't want to take a woman's rights to have an abortion. Yeah. And also the women's rights to have her bathroom on the left-hand side, like the blue Republican shirt, like the little handicap stickers and everything else. They've labeled women pretty much handicapped, and men. Women are superior over men. And I'll tell you that one right now. Adam's superior over Eve. But guess who Mother Earth is? Now, have you ever heard of Eve being Mother Earth? Well, you've got Satan, and you've got Eve, and guess who's in hell now? Satan and Eve. Oh, I've got three beautiful women right here. And it keeps me quite entertained and quite happy. And I'll tell you, I've been serious, and I try to tell you little conversations and stuff like that. They have labeled women blue like that, handicap stickers and all this here shit, and troublemakers drive around in little red vehicles, and they park in little red situations. Black cars and red cars playing checkers. My dad told me about checkers, and I needed to learn how to play chess. And George taught me a lot of things, but you know what? I turned it all over to the Holy Father. I have a little document and stuff, and I can pull it down. I better pull it down, because you guys got to know how it is. The bottom line is, it goes like this. This is a Holy Bible, and I was supposed to get this to preserve the Word of God. This here Bible, it's about a 1971 issue, about the time of the hijacking, by the way. My family had a Wright's Family Bible that was similar to this, a little bit older. And anyway, I got this here book from this Susan Jane Donahoe. Here's this document. I wrote it on this. 10, 17, 24, 16, 17th, and 18th. And you can look through the calendars and stuff in the years, and you can find a situation where these numbers will group in a certain way, and maybe those numbers is a way of tip and tricks on how to read some of the astrological stuff, because I'm always learning and stuff. I know a heck of a lot more than I ever did before. I never thought I had to worry about the stars aligning, the planets aligning, and all of these factors coming in, but the zodiac is all about like a clock, a watch, like my shirt that I have right here. It's a time machine. You see?
Well, thank you, Ben. I didn't know what you meant.
It's a time machine. And I'm kind of like a time machine going through space and time. I mean, I didn't know what I was buying. I just buy this kind of stuff anyway. It's like, here I'm telling you these are stories and stuff, You know, God's given me all the clues and stuff like this, and even Satan's been giving me clues too on certain things. And I went through all the stuff on Friday the 13th, being direct for the Jack Benny stuff and everything. I mean, I just couldn't have orchestrated such events. And Susan Jane Donahoe, she's gone. She ain't gonna come back to Camas again. I very highly fucking doubt it. She's got Satan and Eve on her ass, and you don't want Satan and Eve on your ass. It's Yashua inside the cup, it's Yashua outside the cup. Now I gotta tell you about this ring. I lost one of these rings today. What? I lost Eve's ring? Oh yeah. And how did I get this back? Is this another amazing story? Well, not really. I'm one cheap bastard. I'm like Jack Benny. And I bought not one of these rings, but 4 of these rings. You see, they're only about like $20 a piece through TEMU. See, they're not real. They're not real. That's a luxury I have too. Everybody thought that these rings were real. And the day came just recently where one of the guys that's down at the Rama that came to my room, up to my room, arguing, they thought I had called the cops on them the night before. I fucking didn't call the cops. I was listening to my headphones and stuff, and I couldn't hear a word they were saying. I come to the door with these on. Look out the window. There's cops lined up outside. But anyway, that guy, he seen me with this here one ring on. And you know, I know how these fucking people operate, and I'm not going to call him a fucking person like that. But he thought that I was down and out and I might sell my valuable wedding ring, you know, like this. And I told him, I said, he goes, I seen that, you know, that gold ring that you're wearing. I was just wondering, you know, if you know, part with it, you know. He's thinking he'd get a goddamn gold ring for a few $100 and fucking make goddamn money on it. Like that. And I said, well, I can't do that. I said, my wife will kill me, you know. And I just, like that, you know, my wife will kill me, you know. And I said, geez, I said, you don't know what my wife Eve can do. I said, you know, I'm connected to this, the Zodiac and all this sort of stuff. Zodiac is Satan. They were housing him in the bowling alley in Morton, Washington. 13 letters for the Zodiacs. George L. Wright. Satan was working through George L. Wright. I goddamn know this. George L. Wright, Satan, Eve, Matthew, all these are people that I know and love are in the top layer of hell. I love you. You'll hopefully end up in the top layer of hell where you don't feel pain. You'll have some fairly good company, I hear. And you'll get to hear me too. You know, they see me through reflections and stuff. Matter of fact, they can see you when you're doing something wrong too. If you walk past a glass window, there's a little reflection right there, and you think you're getting away with something. Guess what? Jack Benny, cheap fucking trick. You fucking got nailed. And no one even has to really make a fucking phone call. Here, if I tell somebody, you just want to fucking stop doing this, or I send somebody to fucking warn you, God damn it, you just stop doing this because I don't want you fucking dead. Yashua inside the cup, Yashua outside the cup, change your fucking ways. You don't want to be on Satan and Eve's bad list. And you don't want this to happen to you. Because you will not be too cool if this ever happens to you. You go to get out of your driveway and you start up the car and you want to go and your car just gets grabbed and you feel it being just held there and you're going trying to get out of the driveway. That's what happened at 1007th Street. That was a little dramatized, but it was very fucking dramatic with the fucking time when it happened. And you know, up there at that place, she had a Bible, Susan Jane Donahoe, and I had that Bible. I was scared to fucking death after everything that happened in that house. It started shaking, and the fucking keys fell right into my lap. In 2014, you guys, it's Yashua inside the cup, Yashua outside the cup. I've been scared straight. You ever see this show on TV? Scared straight. Well, I've been scared straight. I've been scared so fucking straight. You never goddamn know how scared straight I fucking was. When they say jump, how high do you want me to jump? I will jump that high and fucking even fucking higher. I mean, it will scare the fuck out of you, where you will go great lengths to do whatever the Holy Father wants you to do. I will tell you, it was Nineveh. I couldn't even stop what was going on. I was cursed. I heard this goddamn terrible fucking noise, high-pitched noise, from 2014 up to when I spun that Taylor Swift thing and the Holy Father took over. I have to take over, you know, just this is how we didn't do it. Let me in there, you know, basically is what he's doing. He gets in there and he fucking, and it lands on 0 and it changes. You gotta watch the videos. I'm telling you, it's an incredible thing. I've got incredible women here to make me very incredibly happy too, by the way, and I'm not a fucking liar. Not at all. And this is the document that I got. And this one right here, you know, this is what God had me write. And, you know, it's right in the fucking words of this here, too, document. If I say it, it will be so. You know, I said something about Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan's dead. You won't make it to Halloween. You ain't gonna make it to Halloween now, is he? And let's see. And I sang for, you know, Ozzy Osbourne. You know, I like Ozzy. And Ozzy passed away. You know, I've done something like that before and people pass away too. Ugh. But, you know, listen to this. God's so nice, he tells me if I say it, it will be so. Okay, I want this to turn this over to God.
You want to take a bite?
Okay, I want this over God because I give it over to the Holy Father now. You see, I gave this over to the Holy Father, but God's so nice, he tells me if I say it, it will be so. You know, when I say things, they become so. Me, I'm thinking I want to reduce climate change. I want cooler days, and we've got some cooler days that's came and stuff, and you know, you guys got some tsunamis and stuff that's happening. You got residual effects from frictioning the earth. You know, I hit the earth with the staff prior to, you know, this here happening, or prior to 12th month, 13th day of 2024, right before that, and I documented it, and that was the day that the volcano erupted over here on the coast, and I'm very serious. So anyway, when I get temperamental and I hit things, and I tell you what, God, Satan and Eve, Satan likes getting me fired up, and Eve does it too, you know, like, the prom chick that comes in the prom, well, we're connected, you know, like twins. You know, one twin hurts, the other twin hurts because they're part of each other. Well, you know what? Twins shouldn't marry each other as far as I'm concerned. They should be separated at birth. Yeah, that's it. So, you know, like I was saying, Eve can have Satan as far as I'm concerned. I'm not over this yet, Eve. And she knows it. And, you know, she wants me to accept her for her. But I accept her for her. I knew her as Vanessa Carr. I knew her as Pizza Face down there in Lewis County. You know, she came to me as a Sharia woman down here at the docks, down at Steamboat Landing. She told me I can't touch her and all this other stuff. And by the way, if people touch me unwanted, they end up fucking dead. That's not cool. You know, if it's all wanted and stuff, copacetic back and forth, it's cool like that. But geez, I wouldn't even want to touch somebody unwillingly because they might fucking get killed. I mean, that's how fucking serious things are with me. I mean, I don't mind having a relationship with women, but usually the relationships I have with women are fairly alright and decent. You know, you had life before you met me. I'm willing to let you go home after the date's over. Now, come on. Just because we had sex doesn't mean that we're going to have to be a couple all the time. And the main take, man, the quality goes in before the name goes on. And I'll tell you what, God's used me in such a way. God's so nice, he tells me if I say it, it will be so. You know what? I've been thinking climate change. I want this world calmed down and stuff like that. And, you know, at least that's what at least I would like to see. You know, you got to start somewhere. When you're in this condition that I'm in, that there seems like a mediocre one for me, and it seems pretty peaceful than fucking revenge on Donald Trump and all this shit. But John T. Wright, Donald J. Trump, 1 through 26, 1 through 26, A through Z, A through Z. Hey, we're on a parallel like that, and it's been turned over to the Holy Father, because that's exactly what the Lord's supposed to do, is turn it over to the Holy Father and put it all in His hands. You know, put my worries in His hands. And He's showing me that too. You know, I don't have to sing every day and stuff like that. I don't have to do things as hard as I do. And I've been racing like the $6 million man trying to blow through a fucking wall, a brick wall, jump over it, do whatever. But I'll tell you another thing that I've done in the past is I've done this thing I play this thing, it's called going behind enemy lines. And you know, my neighbor next door, I used to do this with Tina. You know, me and Tina, we were neighbors, and we kind of agreed that we didn't really want to go out with each other, because if it didn't work out, we knew it wouldn't work out, because her and her husband was always close. So we knew that, you know, we wouldn't want a relationship, because you know what, I'm going to be right there and she's going to be right there, and we enjoy raising our children together. Her son is born the same day that I was born, you know, so I felt comfortable with her son enough, you know, where we were friends and everything. And my son knew his son, or Matthew, I should say, knew his son. Matt wasn't really my boy, but he was my boy in the sense as, hey, I'm the only one he ever knew as a dad, to the point that he found out who his dad was, and he wasn't very happy at the end of this story. And yet, end of the story don't have to be your end of the story, but he's drank a cup, and I have his coffee cup over here too that he left me. You know, the cup that he drank doesn't have to be the cup that you will drink, because you do not want to drink the cup that boy drank, and he suffered over it too. You know, they took my dad's knives from me, they used them, and he paid the price with them. They used them on him. From what I understand, it's just a terrible goddamn thing. Satanic bullshit. I never want to see any of it. I never want to be a part of it. I would have never been a part of it, so they wouldn't have even involved me in any of their goddamn plots and plans to begin with. So fuck them all. So anyway, I work for the Holy Father explicitly. It's not that hard to do. Yashua inside the cup, Yashua outside the cup, and you will have great confidence and success too. I'm not telling you something that isn't true. I'm not telling you something that's a lie. Yashua is not a subtitle, and Jesus Christ is a subtitle, and if you follow Jesus Christ as subtitle, you're going straight to hell. And you better get your churches straight. It's Yashua inside the cup, Yashua outside the cup. What are you ashamed of? Pride. You know, the 7 deadly sins? You better look at them, because you might be in violation of many of them. And if you broke one of them, you broke all of them. And that's in the 10 Commandments. If you broke one commandment, you broke all of the commandments, and God knew what you were going to do before you ever did. That's why He sent the Lord Yashua to die for your sins. And don't be confused anymore. Jesus Christ is a cult, and if you believe in Jesus Christ, you will be able to act out and do all sorts of strange things, and do dope, marijuana, all sorts of things, not cut your hair, let your beards grow, look ugly, look pathetic, smoke, throw your cigarettes down, and be a badass little bitch that nobody will want even around him. Oh God, he's home. Oh God, he's home. I wish they'd just throw him in jail and throw away the fucking key. And you know what? A lot of these people out there knows that's exactly what so they just bully their way through life the best they can, bluffing. Your bluff is over. Yashua is the Lord, and if I see you doing something wrong, it resonates with Satan and Eve, and just don't goddamn do it and change. It's easier just to live a nice, clean life than it is to be a panhandler and a pathetic sight to see. And how do you feel today? My name's John T. Wright. I'm the Holy Father's son. I have the luxury of being kind to people. I mean, I might smoke a little bit of this, but I've got the fucking luxury to too. I pay for everything I do. And you're going to pay for everything you do too. I just want to save you some time and money, because I goddamn can. You never give those churches another fucking dime and never empower those goddamn losers and make them get to fucking work for their money. And I'll talk to you later. And campus workers, I love you. You got the green light to fucking run the riffraff out of there. And law enforcement officers, you run the fucking riffraff out of there. And if you see anything on Ash Street, I want it fucking cleaned up. And I want those garbage cans, that garbage can up there that's on Ash Street, removed by the city because somebody moved it up there. And those homeless people are using it as just a spot, like we're just here dumping our garbage. They have no right to dump their garbage in that garbage container. I thought about hauling the garbage off to the garbage dump myself and moving that can down the street and getting it off there so they just don't have a goddamn reason to be there. You take every fucking reason out of the equation and they're goddamn gone. Or they're fucking very comfortable being there because they don't have garbage to compare themselves to. Well, there's 2 garbage cans there. No, there's only 1. Just them. Get the fuck out of here is what I say. You'll sit there and they fucking badger people that walk by. We don't need it no more in Camas, Washington. And every resident knows out there on Ash Street, up there where I park my motorhome, what the fuck I'm talking about. We want that place clean, and I don't want no one goddamn harassing me anymore. You look at me fucking funny, I'll judge you, you judge me, and you're all fucked. I'm trying to be very nice and stuff, and very diplomatic too, by the way. The Holy Father knew what you were going to do before you ever did it. Now get some consideration and stuff. You've been duped long enough by this Jesus Christ phenomenon that's just a bunch of bullshit. It's Yashua inside the cup, Yashua outside the cup, and you will be the new vessel, you'll be the new you. You won't have to suffer like someone else goddamn did for you. Okay? Yashua inside, Yashua outside, and we could talk more later. And I'll talk to you later. I love everyone. I want everyone to get along. You know what? Women are out of the equation. I can't get mad at you and throw the book at you. At least I don't even want to attempt it because I love you anyway. And then you make it so women appreciate you more. And look, you get into the right-hand side of the room, you can get women on the left-hand side of the room. Men, you're fucking dirty. You piss splashes all over the place. Those women come in there with babies and uses changing tables. There's piss and stuff laced all over those tables, ladies, from men that you don't even fucking know. And I'm telling you the truth. Why? It's a health issue too. Women are on the left, men are on the right. And by the way, if men need to use a changing table, that could have an all-purpose sign on the fucking left-hand side for a man. Go in there and do that. Other than that, transgender people, fuck you, we're not catering to you. Who the fuck did you think you was? Because you're nobody to the Holy Father. You are nothing more than a fucking insult to your own fucking manhood. You're not women, or you women aren't men, or vice versa, however it goes. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. I see BS and the Holy Father does too. Hey, straighten it out right now. Don't piss me off any goddamn more. At any level, and we'll all be happy. You be good, and I'll be happy. I won't see wrong, and I won't fucking condemn you. All of you! Wouldn't you just like to have a free lottery ticket? It's Yashua inside the cup, Yashua outside the cup. God has been so good to me. I want to be so good to you too. I'll talk to you later. Bye.